Welcome back, everybody, to Game Recon with Izzy and Cam. Folks, today we got a great one for you. We're going to be watching Gray Zone Warfare. This is a realistic, first-person, tactical shooter. It's got all of the great military gaming buzzwords that you love, and other than that, we really don't know anything about it.
That's why I'm sitting over here super quiet, because I don't know a damn thing about this game. But what I do know is the footage we're going to be watching is from Operator Drewski. We've reacted to him in the past, so let's waste no time. Look, game looks good first and foremost, so let's dive in. First impression, the engine is...
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Hey, you're flagging your buddy there.
Always with the flagging.
Nice, yeah. No, I mean, so far... the graphics look really good. There's not a lot of aid.
I'm thinking I'm getting nostalgic Ghost Recon Wildlands vibes.
You know what would be super realistic is when that helicopter takes off, you get like super blinded.
Yeah, right.
Anybody who's ever
vision.
stood underneath an actual helicopter landing or in the military, there's something called the brownout. And the brownout sucks depending on the size of the craft. But like, see the helicopter coming in, everything around you just picks up and dirt flies in your face.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, do they have goggles? They have safety glasses, eye pro on them?
Yeah. Don't walk in front of the helicopter. Also, you're not supposed to walk in front of the helicopter. That's like safety 101. That's how you lose your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always approach a helicopter at a 90-degree angle. So you always come from the side.
Gray Zone Warfare, does that mean anything? Is that an actual military term?
I don't know. Gray zone, when you refer to something as gray in the military, it kind of means like not to be seen. It kind of blends in. It's not high priority, but it's not like the worst ever. It's just kind of in the middle.
Yeah, there must be some mystery to what you're going in after.
Yeah, gray zone is maybe an area that's like, oh, we don't know what's going on over there. It's kind of a mystery, so maybe you find out. I mean, I like the fact that on the screen there's like minimal aid, right? All you have is kind of a compass.
Yep.
And then that's it, besides like your body position indicator.
Yeah, the environments, obviously, this is not out yet, right? This is still early stages, but the environment looks amazing.
Yeah.
And so that's good, because if you really do have minimal resources, you're gonna have to be using everything to your advantage, including the terrain, you know, the time of day. I don't know if you have nods or not. You can get them later on, but yeah.
I would assume you could get night vision in this game. Every other piece of equipment looks pretty legit. Like the weapon itself, I don't know if they got like actual licenses from the companies, but they got the EOTech trademarks on there.
Yep.
I think he showed a quick little glimpse of his rifle, and it was a Daniel Defense Mark 18, and it even had the DD Mark 18 little insignia on it. But
oh, I saw an EOTech. I saw the EOTech right there.
Down pilot.
Oh.
That's not good.
Green Berets from Fort Bragg, but what the hell are they doing here?
I mean, I like how the environment really moves.
Yeah, the rice paddies fluttering when the helicopter comes in.
Yeah, there's, you know, the proof is in the pudding with details like that.
Yeah. I mean, they're going for hyper realistic. This looks like it's not going to be, combat is not necessarily going to be the focus. It'll be a part of the whole experience.
Just like in the military, it's big picture, not just like, you know, oh, we're shooting bullets all the time. That's, you know, if we're shooting bullets, you know, that's a bad time. Yeah, I think this is just a Southeast Asia Tarkov.
Okay, so there are, oh God.
Oh God, that guy just got smoked!
Okay, like if you schwack their buddies, they may come after you more aggressively.
Yeah, or if they're suppressing you down, they're like, we're winning, let's
we got these PMCs, we got these Americans.
That's
they're all
cool.
Americans.
Yeah. Hey, watch out for your buddy there.
Yeah. You want to grab some cover there, Putty?
Yeah,
No?
Putty.
But my putty buddy?
I mean, I wouldn't stand there if I were you, buddy. It's like, okay, the video games aside, they're trying to make it as real as possible, but I wouldn't be standing right there. Yeah, it just takes your buddy, him, like, to stand up if he's on a kneel, and then, boom, his brains are all over the wall.
Right.
Oh, I do like that. There's a little bit of a...
Focus
so an
delay?
ocular focus.
Oh, when he goes into aim down sights? Oh.
Yeah, so when you're using, like, you know, a scoped optic, there's obviously parallax involved, which is, you know, one object looking at 2 points of views, but they're coming together. That's why, if you notice, like, when you close one eye, like, objects tend to shift a little bit. When together, it's like they're coming to one focus. So that's like parallax. So sometimes within the optic, like, you can, if your ocular lens, which is the lens that's closest to your eye, if it's not properly zeroed, when you look down, you can like focus on the object you're looking at, or then you can look at the crosshairs you really have to dial that in to where they're both crystal clear. But sometimes if you don't do that, like the target will be crystal clear, but your crosshairs won't. So
Nice.
it looks like they included that minor detail in here just like that. So that's
pretty cool
kinda,
detail.
That's a very cool detail as far as like realism. So that's pretty impressive. Slice, oh, there he goes. He's dead. Got the scorpion guy. Is that his nickname?
The Schwacken Scorpion.
Yeah. Call me Scorpion. Oh, call me Spider. Okay, Huang. Lock that down. Hey, you, lock that down. See, I'm doing 99% of a team leader's job right now. Hey, you, lock that down.
What's the squad size they got here? It looks like they have 4 guys total.
I've heard 3 separate voices.
You much of a glove person, Cam?
Uh,
I was when I was on deployment because I'm a clumsy guy, so I wrap my knuckles pretty good.
Yeah, man. You know, a lot of people like to be comfortable with gloves. It really depends, but at the end of the day, like if I'm doing a little bit of training, and this is not the right answer, you know, it's I like to not wear gloves a lot of the time, but then you go in some it's really environment dependent.
Okay.
Like I will always wear gloves in a jungle environment, just because everything can hurt you. Literally anywhere you put your hand down, there's bugs, there's pokey things, everything can hurt you. But like, you know, if I'm just like in a forest environment where it's like, you know, everything's pretty soft, the ground's pretty soft, I won't wear that many gloves. I won't wear gloves. But you should wear your safety stuff because it keeps you safe, even though it's a little not that
a little cumbersome sometimes.
Sometimes it's, you know, not the most comfortable thing. It's a little inconvenient some of the times, but wear your safety.
Straight up Daniel defense, like repping. Wow.
Oh yeah.
The menu looks very Tarkov-y. Yeah. You gotta drink water.
Drink water.
You gotta hydrate or die. You gotta drink. Yeah. You gotta get the food in there, the meals. I like the detail. You can watch your dudes putting the caps back on the water.
Uh-oh, he's eating an MRE?
Is it beef stew?
Does it tell you what it is?
No.
It never opens like that.
Yeah.
It never opens like that.
You gonna hydrate that? You gonna cook it? Oh, cold
Where's
MREs,
he just putting
man.
it?
It's all right. It's okay. It's not that realistic.
Yeah, it's not that realistic. He literally just puts it down, puts it in his pocket, and open MRE, just puts it in his pocket. It's not cool.
A lot of open area fighting going on. That freaks me out because a lot of the stuff that I have personal experience with, that's all interior. You know, it's all going through buildings, CQB type stuff.
Yeah. Oh man, that's scary. Yeah, open, you know, is a different animal, but it all comes down to the basics and the fundamentals.
Yeah, there you go. Dang, the guy got some.
He's
some
got
hops,
some hops,
man.
with all that gear on too. He shouldn't be PMCing. He should be playing for the NBA. I will say the recoil isn't as accurate as I would like it to be.
You think more so?
I think it would be a little bit more.
Yeah.
Even though the gun is suppressed and it's a 14.5-inch.
No, I got 300 blackout. Barrel. It's all suppressed. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I would like for there to be a little bit more reticle movement, unless this guy is just the most trained person in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, a little tourniquet.
I love that. That's cool. It had a brace and then a tourniquet animation. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it would go the other way. Tourniquet first, then we breath.
Wait, skip coma? I'm gonna just skip this coma.
Yeah, you know, I'm not in the mood to
Anybody
be in
got
coma
time for
right
that?
now.
Yeah.
His arm is real freaky.
What, to get the C-clamp thing?
His C-clamp doesn't look natural. It like looks like he's breaking his wrist on it. It's very, I just noticed that. His like hand is on there and then his arm just kind of is like a loopy thing.
Or when you die in Tarkov, rather, you
lose everything.
You lose everything. This one, when you die, it's basically just kind of respawn back at your base.
At your base. But if you're pretty progressed to the objective, like you've done an infill, it's going to take you a minute to get back there.
Right.
What do you think about that dynamic?
I mean, the thing about Tarkov is the gear fear, right?
Yeah.
The fear of, you really got to take this seriously because if you die, you lose everything. And that, to me, adds a level of immersion and drama.
Yeah.
And that, to where if you die here, you just kind of go back to your base, you rebuild your kit. You know, maybe you lose, I don't know if you lose what you had on you. I don't know, man. There's something appealing about the whole Escape from Tarkov dynamic when it comes to losing your gear.
You know, when I was growing up, my dad would watch me play these video games, and he'd be like, why do you play these video games? What's the point? Like, if you die, you just go back. He's like, you want to be in the military, right? He's like, you don't get that. But he's a German man, so he never wanted me to join anyway. So he's like, I don't know why you want to do this, because if you die in real life, you don't respawn. And I'm like, okay, Dad, whatever, Dad.
What do you want me to die, Dad?
What do you want me to die? You want me to
Dad?
Anyways, yeah, no, that's why I like Tarkov, because it was like, I really, I can't just, the game is fun in an aspect, like, if you didn't have anything to begin with, you're like, oh, I'm not. But if you're a seasoned player with a lot of stuff and you have a lot to lose,
yeah,
it's a big deal to die, so like, you really don't take risks like you would in real life. That was like one of my things with playing Airsoft, right? It's like, okay, it's a great way to test your equipment and like wearing your stuff for hours on end, but you take a lot of risks that you wouldn't take in real life, because if you get hit with a BB, you're gonna just go back to respawn.
Yeah.
Like Tarkov.
I wonder who's giving you these missions. Is it your...
Yeah.
Like
Adventurer!
Higher up? Adventurer!
Adventurer! We are a small, poor village that is in need of a hero! And a military-industrial complex!
We are in need of a private military contractor.
Yeah. There's a giant at the top of the hill. He's stolen all of our village's gold!
That'll be 23 schmeckles.
What is he, giving himself an IV? I'll just pop it out here. Probably had already the saline lock in him when he was going out on target,
Yeah.
We actually experimented with that a little bit.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah, before going out, we, I never did it personally, but there were some Delta guys, and we had a discussion about it, whether it would be, it would be helpful in the event of a casualty if we would go out with a IV already in.
Oh, wow.
So either on top of your hand or, intravenous. So we would have it already in our arm, so that way if something would have happened, we could just plug in and do it. But obviously, anybody that's had an IV in their arm, it's not the most comfortable thing. But, it doesn't hurt. It's
really? Did you notice it was there?
You would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anytime I had an IV, like I did a lot of IV training where I just have it in. But, man, I couldn't imagine, climbing, and you can feel it in your arm when you're bending it. So it's not comfortable, but it's not painful.
Right.
But yeah, they experimented with that a little bit. I don't think it's stuck around for long.
It's not gonna catch on.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a dirty job. Obviously the helicopter brownouts, a lot of dirt can get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want that.
I don't think it's good. Plus the medics are they're really good at their job. So it just takes a couple more seconds.
You do it enough, you can get it in there.
Yeah. But interesting concept.
Yeah.
Well, that's Gray Zone Warfare in a nutshell. Looks super cool from a simple man's perspective. I like the guns, I like the gear, I like the team dynamic. So far, it looks pretty good. What do you think, Izzy?
It's going to be tough to differentiate yourself from all the other games that are out there. Saw a little bit of Tarkov, saw a little bit of a shadow of a squad or Arma in there, but we're not going to know until the PvP comes out, I think.
Exactly. And what we want to know is what you guys thought about this game. So get down in the comment section, let us know your thoughts of Gray Zone Warfare. Also, if you like this video and you like Izzy and I reacting to gameplay, give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the PCFM podcast. More reactions coming at you for the latest games out there. I think that's pretty much it, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Cue music.